the EMT course, about midway through their semester, we do what we just refer to as a scenario night, so that they are able to put together all the different segments of doing a full patient assessment, treatment, packaging, and transporting your patient. We get volunteers in here, and we have some people that come in and do amazing moulage work on there. So we have about 5 scenes tonight.
The scenario we're going to be running tonight is a person on a ladder, probably doing some kind of chainsaw cutting of trees, branches off their tree. And they're going to be on the ground. We're not sure if the chainsaw cut them on the leg while they were up there, or if the chainsaw cut them on the leg while they were down on the ground.
The students are being dispatched to a report of a man down. When they arrive on scene, they're going to see that the patient's not breathing and pulseless. They'll get into their CPR skills that they've been taught. And then we're also doing one where the patient doesn't have a patent airway, so they're going to insert an airway adjunct and be able to do breathing for them.
Well, essentially we're going to have a mock car accident set up. I know we're going to have at least 2 drivers involved and possibly 1 other passenger. So what we're throwing at them is the idea of multiple victims having to be overwhelmed a little bit on that scenario. We want them to experience, again, a real world type scenario. So they have to consider, who are we calling for backup? What more resources do I need that we don't have with us right now? But in addition to that, how well are they going to manage their own skills? How well can they manage that scenario as a scene?
We're doing a stroke victim. The student is going to come in, they're going to assess the patient. They need to find out, specifically what's going on with them. They need to make sure that they do like the Cincinnati stroke scale, having the arms out in front of them, having them close their eyes, see if it gets any drift from that. They need to kind of get all those steps, but they also have to go through their assessment to make sure that there's no other life threats or any other injuries that they might have happened if they fell down and hit their head.
Not every situation's the same, so I think this prepares them to really think outside the box and really think about what they need to do.
There's always something that changes once you're dispatched, so whether it's something that happens afterwards or just the people that are calling in, they don't always know what's going on, so it's what do they see? Okay, it's a man down. Well, did he just fall? Did he sprain his ankle? Or is this a cardiac arrest? You never know until you get on scene, and we're trying to prepare them to, okay, don't panic, you know what you're doing, use your training, you walk right through this and do a good job.
When you get to see the actual victim and they respond back to you, it's very valuable. So when they go out and do their ride-alongs, they have a really good idea and a good understanding.
Anybody can sit in a classroom, hear a lecture, learn the information and walk away, but being able to apply it in a real world setting is what this allows us to train them in tonight, to give them that idea that it's more than just taking a test and sitting there and remembering and regurgitating the information. You need to act in an environment where maybe it's cold, maybe it's windy, maybe there's sirens and lights and traffic, and there's other issues to be concerned with, and it allows us, again, to kind of bring all those elements together.
And it's just fun, and it gets their adrenaline going just because you get visual, you get, so many other stimuli to put you into the mode. So this gets them off of their chairs, away from the PowerPoints, and no reading was required before tonight. So it's a really fun night for them at midterm.